And welcome back once again to the Perennial 2022. Going to be bringing you another matchup here, this time between Black Belt and I Need Top seeds, I believe. 14 and 19 facing off against each other, so hopefully it should be a lot closer than the previous matchup that we just had between seeds 5 and 29. I'm Fiery Rage, once again joined here by Woey for this matchup. Woey, you said earlier that this is going to be two D-ranker teams up against each other, so talk about that a bit. What's going on here?
Yeah, so I looked at this matchup last night, and I realized that if seeding, rather, for this tournament was based purely on rank, then neither of these teams would have made it into the main bracket. They were 34 and 37 rank average, respectively, so they have each done a lot of work to get up to these 14 and 19 seeds. For that reason, you'd think that this match might be a little hard to predict. I think the one thing to grab onto is that, whereas I Need Top is made up of players like, I mean, this might seem a little out of touch, so correct me if I'm wrong. It's made up of players that are trying to, like, really get their name out there into the tournament scene. Black Belt is filled with players who have been around the block and have had massive success in tournaments, with people like Zubs and Defons and X-Carito. Like, this is a very actually scary team, in my opinion.
Yeah, Black Belt consisting of only Brazilian players, and I'm going to correct you a bit. I Need Top does have some notable names already. Cut Paper, Revo are the ones that stick out to me the most, but Wispy and Jumara also have been doing numbers around their own tournaments. But yeah, as you can see, Black Belt, despite the rank difference on their team, you could just see their general performance, Double Time and Hidden being their strongest mods, Hard Rock not too far behind. Really just a well-rounded team in general. Their worst score only on No Mod 1, which, I mean, it's No Mod 1, fair enough.
It is very easy to look at X-Carito's rank and assume that he's kind of an outlier of this team, but he is in fact one of their best performers. Outside of his performance, he is well known for decreasing his rank from 5,800 to 8,200 in the span of like 2 days. I mean, I think that's just an impressive accomplishment. I'm not even flaming. I actually think that's pretty crazy to do.
Yeah, speaking of I Want Top, you can look at their scores and you can sort of see a bit of similarities. Hidden is definitely their best mod, so it actually might be a bit interesting to see how these teams play against each other on Hidden. Definitely weaker on the Hard Rock, though, and a bit on the aim side for Double Time. So we might see a DT1 ban from I Need Top and some Hard Rock picks from Black Belt here.
This match definitely has the potential to go the distance because these teams are good at different things.
Seems like we already have the rolls underway. Second ban for I Need Top and first pick for Black Belt. So first ban to Black Belt. And I would not actually be surprised to maybe see them opt to just ban some free mods maybe out of the gate. Either that or just Hiddens, since Hidden is definitely what I Need Top is strong at. You could also see... Actually, nope, I'm correct.
You were
Hidden
correct.
2. The low approach rate Hidden going to be banned out by Black Belt.
I expect free mod to be balanced, personally. Like, I expect those to be... Those are the kind of maps that might end up at the end of this match, because neither team really wants to contest the other team's mod advantages. We'll see, though.
I Need Top. I imagine DT1 is probably going to be the likely ban here, but I could also see Hard Rock maybe being banned out. Not really wanting it to deal with Hard Rock, maybe.
Oh, it is a free mod ban.
Well, I can see that still working out. That is the low approach rate, high circle size free mod map. Does lean a lot more into the reading aspect and just general rhythm consistency, so... Definitely, I think, a ban that makes sense against a team such as Black Belt. It will be interesting to see what they opt to pick first. I think DT1 is probably the likely pick here, surely.
The logic of that band could absolutely be our hidden is not as good as their hard rock.
Would not surprise me. Especially with the CS 6.5 factor to take into consideration. What will Brazil opt to go for?
Make a loser, make a loser, make a loser, make a loser.
The entire country of Brazil. What will they decide? Some subtle influences from Wowie.
Pick Nomad 3!
Very subtle.
Nomad 3! Damn it.
Yeah, that is unfortunately not really that surprising. I do think Black Belt has, in general, probably the stronger speed roster on paper compared to I Need Top. You have players such as Zubs and Xkirito, I suppose, to some extent. I'm not too familiar with the other players on Black Belt, but Brazil in general is known as a country of speed prodigies. So this pick doesn't surprise me.
I agree at every point.
Finally, I Need Top the second.
I looked up who that was yesterday. Oh, it's Jamara, isn't it? I believe that's the name change from Jamara.
The second. Finally, the sequel to I Need Top in the match.
I hope we don't get to a point where we just... Like, I can see myself just giggling every time I need to say that freaking team name.
Well, seems like the roster for Black Belt is settled. We have Zubs, Xkirito in, as aforementioned. We also have Charles Leclerc. I probably butchered that pronunciation. Yeah, bless me. And Weak, another notable tournament player in Weak there. Meanwhile, on the side of I Need Top, we have Jamara, Wispy, Armani, Dilbo, and Rigia. Hopefully I pronounced that right. We'll see how they play on this Nomad 5. 224 BPM bursts is the name of the game here. Bit of a relatively easier Nomad 5 than you might expect from most of these. You'd expect the Nomad 5 to be a bit faster than just 224, for example, but this definitely relies more on the stamina aspect, because it is a Fergus map, and fun fact, Fergus maps are stamina intensive, as we currently are waiting for Wispy and Jamara to get into the match.
This honestly does just look like Xenobeat minus 15 BPM or so.
Imagine we're just gonna refresh the client here real quick to get these two players into the game. But as we can see, Black Belt having 2 misses on their side. We'll see if I Need Top has traded those misses. Yes, they have. Actually, they've traded quite a lot of misses. Weak, the only real combo on the side of Black Belt. Armani still holding pretty well throughout this breakcore section. Will be still combo advantage to Black Belt here off the repeated breaks from Wispy. But relatively close. FCs from Xkirito and Armani now battling it out alongside the high combos from Weak and Charles.
On the longer side of Nomad 5s, excuse me, as well. It's definitely seemed to become meta for No Mod 5s to be these shorter 2-minute, like, lightning round sort of maps. It's almost surprising when they are on the longer side.
Amani dropping the FC, going to be giving notable combo advantage towards Black Belt, as well as the drop from Jamara. Regia, now the only combo remaining on the side of I Need Top, and they're going to be seeing that at the break here. They're just going to be seeing just what they're dealing with. Zub's very surprised. Jamara, oh my god.
I respect he's committing to the bit.
This guy name changed, and he is just now writing in smoke his team name. That is genuinely scary. The amount of dedication.
Mental ward behavior.
Yeah, I think at this point, the only combo being on Wispy, this is kind of doomed now. Weak in X-Kirito and Charles, all above 1k combo. Zub's not even that far behind on that regard. The score gap is just going to keep on increasing in the last stages of this map, and it's kind of just unrecoverable at this point. Black Belt going to be winning their first pick by flying colors.
X-Kirito holding the highest combo and the highest accuracy. Let's see if he can bring home this FC.
Yeah, it'd be really unfortunate if he actually managed to miss near the end here. Just dropping the only FC in the lobby, that'd be really unfortunate, to be honest. He's doing a really good job at not doing that, though. Would
be a shame if...
I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working, Wowie. It didn't work. It didn't work, Wowie. It didn't work. 3.2 million team score on that from Black Belt. And yeah, you can sort of see why these guys are maybe not necessarily what you would consider to be seed 14, especially not seed 35, I think you said?
34, yeah.
In terms of ranking, yeah, you can kind of see why that's just not, no.
Listen, I'm glad it didn't work. That FC is very impressive, and that team performance is very impressive.
Yeah, you can just sort of see, yeah, these guys are definitely not your average 4 digits. But that was Black Belt's pick. Let's see what they can do on I Need Top's pick now.
Why is there a smiley face to the right of Hard Rock 1? Please tell me I'm not the only one that has seen that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything there.
I'm getting gaslighted by Fiery Rage.
Imagine a hidden 1 pick is probably likely here. No Mod 4 I could also see working out for I Need Top, just because Brazil Tech is still very much a meme, and it is very much relevant, although not as relevant as it may have used to be, especially now with new up-and-coming Brazilian players. But we'll be...
I hope they can shake it, honestly.
It will be free mod 2 instead. Relatively straightforward free mod pick, mostly focused on high BPM aim on this one. Standard, mostly standard difficulty settings on this one. AR 9.2, CS4, so balanced across both mod categories, hidden and hard rock. Both teams need at least 1 hidden and 1 hard rock. I would not be surprised to see overmodding. This is early stage round 32, and both these teams are very capable of overmodding.
On paper, it seems curious for I Need Top to ban one free mod and then pick the other, until you realize that the two maps are basically not comparable to each other, especially when it comes to which mods give advantages or disadvantages. And as we said with, like, Black Belt very strong on Hard Rock, I Need Top very strong on Hidden, perhaps this is the free mod where the tides sort of swing toward their advantage. I do anticipate a close match out of these two, but if they want to get that, I Need Top does need to pick smart, and I think needs to take some calculated risks. And I think this pick might be one of those calculated risks.
Seems like our roster is going to be set in stone here. Zubs, Charles, and X-Kirito going to be remaining in the lobby. Defon's now swapping in, and I imagine we'll be seeing him on, I believe, Hidden, if I'm correct.
Oh no, Defon's is very much Hard Rock.
You lied to me. You lied to me. You're an
I swear he is.
You are an absolute liar and
what's
a fraud.
He doing?
Doesn't seem like much overmodding is happening. It's just 3... Well, actually, never mind, I lied. There is overmodding. 3 hiddens on both teams. 1 Hard Rock per team on Charles and Regia. So, players feeling comfortable on the hidden mod on this. See how that works out for them. Oh, everyone needs a mod. Oops, I'm dumb. I lied.
I was wondering if... I figured that if everyone required a mod, then it would be called Force Mod. But I saw in chat that it was free mod, so I got God as well on that one.
Well, in any case, definitely a hidden favored map. So, everyone opting to want to go on hidden for this one. Wispy and Charles going to be dropping, trading early breaks here and there. Accuracy advantage pretty massively in favor of Black Belt in the early stages of the map here, though. Virgia going to be dropping the Hard Rock. FC on the side of I Need Top. Zubs does trade it shortly after. So, still 2 FCs to 2, but the accuracy on Armani is just not really helping things much at all. X-Kirito does also drop. Now only 1 FC to 2. We approach the third of the map here. The repeated drops from Regia not going to matter too much as long as these FCs continue to hold Wispy as well on the recovery. And Defon's just... What just happened there?
No.
Goodbye, Defon's combo, and now all of a sudden that score lead is going to be very much shifting over to the side of I Need Top. I'm not really sure what happened there, but something did happen. Gaby going to be dropping the FC as well.
Ooh, that's really gonna slow down the growth of this lead, and in fact, it stopped it completely.
Yeah, more Wispy dropping that supporting combo was more the damaging factor there. Charles and Zubs now with the highest combos outside of Armani, and I believe that's actually combo advantage towards... Well, definitely now combo advantage towards Black Belt after Wispy and Regia both missed there. So this score lead will shift over very slowly. Actually, maybe not as slowly, not as slowly as I may have thought it would be.
Only because we're in a slow part of the map itself that isn't moving slow.
Yeah, well, there goes that. Zubs does drop, but there goes Armani's FC, and Charles still holding the high combo with Hard Rock. I think that's just going to mouth seal it.
I agree. I will say, one of the biggest factors of I Need Top rising from 37th rank average to 19th qualifier seed was because of a very strong performance from Wispy. which we have not seen that same strength yet today. So if he's not having an off day, then this team could be in a bit of trouble.
Unlucky slider break from Defons, but nice score from Charles on the Hard Rock mod there. 700K.
Top scoring with Hard Rock, very impressive. Yeah.
It's back to black belt after that break point. Second round of picks coming in.
Well, I'll join you in what you were saying with the other match. This seems like the most confident DT2/DT3 pick that you could have, judging by how Nomad 5 went.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see DT2, or, well, any of the DTs for that matter, coming out here for black belt. Or they could just throw a curveball and maybe pick something we don't expect. Nope, DT3, it will be the burst map in the double time pool.
I must say, two, maybe I'm mispronouncing this, Gabune maps in this pool is very cool.
Now you pronounce that right, Gibune.
Okay. Very solid mapper. Gibune.
We'll be seeing Chacha come in now for the Brazilian side on black belt. I probably pronounced that entirely wrong, but that's okay.
Looking like I might see a soft reset for both teams, honestly.
Oh, I said it very well. Thank you. Thank you, Chacha.
Woo!
I am actually good at pronouncing names, apparently. That is all I needed to have the ego boost of the century.
Your day has absolutely been made. And I don't even blame you. This map is slightly above AR10 after DT, but I don't think that high AR reading is really a factor with just 1 decimal increase. Also another very quick map. I mean, I commented on DT1 being quick last match. This one's really gonna scream on by.
Seems like our rosters are finalized. We'll have the main trio, it seems like. Charles, Weak, Zubs, and X-Kirito in on black belt for this map. I think that's the exact same roster on Nomad 5, so not too surprising there, although there are definitely other players on black belt that are more than capable of playing this type of map. For I Need Top, Wispy, Jamara, Armani, and Rigia, I think is also the same roster as Nomad 5, so should see fairly similar results as to what we've saw on that map.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't as much of a reset as I was expecting. Maybe they just needed to look at the map or something.
Black belt definitely favored on this map, just off their performance on Nomad 5 alone. Having the same players play this is definitely going to help things a lot. Slightly higher BPM on this. By slightly, I mean 25 BPM higher, so not really slightly, but...
In the same family of speed.
Yeah, in the same realm. Maybe a bit less stamina intensive and more focused on the speed as we're seeing right now. Jamara going to be the first one to drop, everyone else holding their FCs. Weak and Rigia going to be trading drops at the same time at the halfway point of the map. Definitely not the place you'd want to miss, but not going to matter too much since it was a traded drop.
Any misses from here till the end of the map will affect the score extremely intensely.
Rigia going to be dropping once again. Not necessarily the end of the world. He wasn't on the FC to begin with, so not going to matter too much. Jamara dropping, Kirito dropping at the end, as well as Armani. Not going to be enough as it is already over. And that is the unfortunate reality of double time maps.
If you blinked, you missed it.
A lot closer on this one than Nomad 5, though. Only 300k points difference. So definitely a lot more competitive than Nomad 5 FCs from Charles and Slider Break from Armani at the very end. Weak with another S rank of his own as well.
FC from Wispy as well, I believe, despite the accuracy.
Well, this is a combo game after all. Even if Wispy is missing 200k points off accuracy, you know, 900k still good.
Better than Badak and also missing.
This is true. He's right. He's right, you know. Yeah, that is going to be the third point on the board now for Black Belt. I need Top to follow up with their next pick. Will they opt to pick Hidden 1? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, you mentioned it as a possibility before, and I do think it would be a decent idea because Fremont 2 wasn't one with good hidden performance, it was one with the Hard Rock. So even though the Fremont 2 pick was not too far off from a Hidden 1 choice, Hidden 1 is more refined toward their strengths, I think.
Yeah, I Need Top had better hidden scores overall on that free mod.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Hidden 1 would definitely make the most sense here. Your back's against the wall, and potentially your last pick. It's better to just get Hidden 1 out of the way and see what you can do on that. And if you manage to lose that, well, that's unlucky, and it's going to be Hard Rock 2. I'm not too sure I agree with this.
Well, surely there's a reason, but I think I would agree. Hard Rock into this team might be like literally the last thing they'd want to do. I mean, this team has a decent no-mod advantage even if they wanted to go for a map like Make a Loser, or even No-Mod 2 wouldn't be the worst shout in the world.
You really want that map to be played, don't you?
I do. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm clueless. Clueless, guys. He's mentioning it every 2 minutes.
Clueless.
He's mentioning it every 2 minutes. Clearly he doesn't want it to be played. My bad. Yeah, I imagine we'll be seeing...
On a serious note, though, I mean, from the qualifiers, Nomad was most of their I Need Top's advantages. So you laugh, but there's data behind my humor.
Look at the statistics, Mom!
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Yeah, imagine we'll be seeing the Hard Rock players on Black Belt coming in for the Stefan's, obviously. Probably going to be in. You were mentioning him as the potential Hard Rock on the free mod, but opted to go hidden instead and getting an S rank on that. We're also probably going to see Charles in. Weak swapping in. Actually, maybe we won't see Charles swapping in. Maybe it'll be Kirito instead. Oh, Checha going to be in. Still definitely a roster that works out well, I think. Kirito probably just not wanting to deal with the Hard Rock mod. I think that is his weakest mod, so not too surprising? I could be entirely wrong on that, but...
He was... No, I would not say it's his strongest, judging from what I'm seeing.
All right, well, in any case, Hard Rock 2, the precision-oriented, somewhat stream-oriented map. We'll be getting into it right now. We'll see how this Hard Rock 2 pick plays out for I Need Top.
That's really struggling in the early goings.
Yeah, Checha going to be full missing that little burst there, and Zubs as well going to be dropping. These early misses could actually matter quite considerably. This map is not very long in the slightest. Only just under 2 minutes.
Is still in the 80, like mid-80s range of AC. Even if he does really well for the rest of the map, he's really limiting what his like absolute max can be. Revo with a miss though.
Yeah, Revo swapping in and getting an unfortunate slider break. Weak does trade it out. Wispy also breaking earlier there, but 2 FCs now to relatively high combo and basically 2 FCs on Checha and the Fawns. And, well, okay, well, there goes Checha's basically FC. Now no longer anywhere close to that. It's just the Fawns up against Jamara and Armani at this point.
Just like that, the map is 2/3 over. And the point lead is, as you would say, getting out of control.
Wow.
Wow.
What just happened there? Almost, literally, like, every single person on the... That is a disaster. There goes
were
every
misses
combo.
on... There were misses on I Need Top, but not as many. And of course, Jamara's still holding until this moment, but I think he's put in the work to give this point to his team.
Yeah, there's no combo on literally any of the players. Like, there's actually just no combo. That is settled, and the first point from I Need Top.
Well, they saw something that we didn't. We had doubts about that pick, and they shut us up.
Solid performances from Armani and Jamara on that. Almost 800k from Jamara. The Fawns not quite managing to best Armani on that. That's going to be their first point on the board on their own pick. Black Belts now going to be getting into the second ban phase, so ban number 2 from them.
I don't want to say it to conserve some form of, like, suspense, but I figured that if I Need Top lost that pick, that this match would basically be doomed for them. So that pick was, like, even though it wasn't a break point, I would say that that win was, like, backs against the wall for them. And an interesting ban from Black Belt, scared by that Hard Rock win, possibly, decides to ban Hard Rock 1.
I'm going to imagine DT2 is probably the likely ban from I Need Top here. I do not really see a universe where they leave that open. After the absolute smackdown that they got on Nomad 5, I just don't think it's likely.
I mean, DT3 was not an absolute blowout, but I do agree with you. They as far as the tapping maps in this pool go that are remaining, they would have a better shot on Nomad 2 than DT2, I agree with.
Well, it's actually going to be Nomad 4.
This team, these, the picks and bans from this team are scaring me.
I mean, not a terrible ban, all things considered. Black Belt did get 200k above I Need Top on Nomad 4, but that was one of the maps that they were more relatively close on.
Yeah! Yes!
And okay, well, we can die happy now. Congratulations.
I didn't even want this to be a running gag, but this is where we're at now.
Well, your wish came true. Make a Ruza, or Make a Loser, as it's pronounced in English, by Nenahoshi. I am not even going to bother pronouncing that last part, because I do not want to embarrass myself.
Honestly respectable. I almost tried, and then I agreed with you. If I mess it up, it's on clip forever. U-Dragon maps definitely defined by like awkward angle flow patterns, but I would say that this one, like, there are some U-Dragon maps that are the spikes are so big and so difficult that they almost jump scare the players. And I don't think that this map involves any one specific part like that. It is more consistency based. And for that reason, I mean, No Mod 5 was also consistency based, and Black Belt mopped the floor on that map. So that could be the logic here. Leaning on people like Zubs and Defons.
You know what, I'm gonna go for pronouncing it Kangen Gakudan. There we go.
Honestly, not bad, I would say.
I have been learning Japanese by watching anime.
I think that's a pretty common way to try and do it.
In any case, same roster for Hard Rock 2. Going to be coming in here for No Mod 3, Subs, Weak, Defons, Chup. And BTG going to be coming in for I Need Top. Cut Paper as well. I think he was in for the last map, though. Actually, no, he wasn't. I lied.
I think both of those who you just said are in for the first time.
So some new faces on I Need Top here. On paper, Black Belt should be better than them on this, getting 500k points more on the No Mod 3 in qualifiers. This is a different map, so we'll see how they fare.
Ooh, first miss is from Weak and Wispy. Or no, the Wispy miss was...
Okay, goodbye, Brazil!
Oh my god. It's early, though. I mean, this is not a good sign, but if that's all they break, then they should still be fine.
It's going to give a quite sizable early combo advantage to I Need Top. Wispy's break was also apparently Bancho, for the record, so still holding the FC. 4 FCs to only 1 now.
I was starting to refer to it before Brazil exploded.
Well, good thing I Need Top exploded right next to them on the relatively calmer section of the map. 3 FCs, oh wait, never mind, 2 FCs now gone for I Need Top, which will give the combo advantage back to Black Belt here. As we enter the first chorus, Weak does drop.
That's the nature of this map. Even the slow parts aren't really slow parts.
It's gonna need more than Weak missing to shift this combo lead, though.
It is staying close, though. Lead not really going anywhere, and if players have their leaderboards enabled during this break, it might stress them out a little.
We'll get into the breakdown section here, the saxophone moment, as I'd like to call it.
Yeah, this solo's sick. The status quo being maintained for the moment. That lead is just staying at 50k, and it has planted itself into the dirt.
We'll slightly shift over. Black Belts still have some of the combo advantage here, but the next miss will definitely determine which way that lead will go from now on. Will it stay relatively the same? Slightly shifting over? No,
Ooh.
Chimcha gonna be dropping the FC. Actually, not the FC, the high combo. And that's going to be a pretty massive drop. BTG does follow up, but there goes Zubs. There goes Armani.
This is staying, like, each miss is being traded. Oh, that might not be traded, though.
Yeah, okay, well, there goes Defon's. There goes actually every single combo on the side of Black Belt at the very end there. I need top. It's just Wispy.
Yeah, every combo in the lobby. Breaks just before the end of the map, but I think held on long enough to secure this point.
Yeah, there's not enough map left for Black Belt to come back on this. Break points for I Need Top off that insane performance from Wispy and Armani.
They, at a time when they really, like, they cannot afford any more, like, conceded points if they want to win this match. And getting a break point especially is huge for them. This was really starting to look like a sweep for Black Belt, but I Need Top has come roaring back a little bit with their own pick coming up. I have stopped trying to decide what this team is gonna pick, because their picks and their bans have been all over the place from kind of what both of us have been expecting.
I still do think they'll probably pick at Hidden One at some point. They're probably going to do it eventually. The only things I think that would really surprise me, like I would genuinely question, is like DT2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would not see them pick that at all. The remaining maps, I can maybe see work out in their favor. Nomad 2 is kind of dicey, but...
We've definitely entered the stage of the match where the maps left are ones that probably neither team wants to play too badly for one reason or another. I mean, even if Black Belt does have that DT2 advantage, we saw that kind of blow up in their face just one match ago in Thanks Guys. So some of these maps, even if they're favored on paper, could be one of those that has like a very high variability of where their team score will end up.
Dio's also mentioning in the chat that BTG joining in the lobby is pretty massive for the implication on DT2. No longer is it a relatively safe pick for Black Belt. I still don't think I Need Top is going to pick it, and they won't. DT1 instead. I can get behind this relatively aim-oriented map. I Need Top didn't do well on DT1 in qualifiers, but granted, that DT1 is quite bursty. This one, not so much. A lot more just focused on raw 10.3 reading.
That is, I mean, at this point I should just expect to be unexpected. Because I feel like this is... I mean, you were saying DT2 was your least favorite pick? I didn't say it, but I thought this was my least favorite pick for them.
Well, it is an aim map, and you know how aim maps tend to be. Sometimes you can bring your best performance to the table, and next thing you know, you just miss on literally nothing.
Yeah.
It's the curse of the first slot, I'd say.
I like that. Rolls off the tongue.
Curse of the first slot in pretty much every mod pool, in every tournament. You just have unfortunate misses from random parts of the map. Both teams actually taking a while to get their rosters in here. I'm kind of surprised. I thought this would be relatively fast getting into it, but it seems like I Need Top, at the very least, is going to have their final roster in. BTG, Rigia, Armani, and Jamara coming in.
This map is so awkward because none of these MFs farm.
When you do not farm.
Moyai.
Zub's weak, Charles coming in as well as Checha. Kirito actually not in for this, which is, I think, kind of surprising, but Black Belt more than capable of delivering a performance with this roster.
Can I just say, Black Belt has won every map where Kirito has played, and they have lost everyone where he hasn't played. So far.
Think about it. Food for thought. BTG and Weak going to be dropping early misses, but they're essentially pretty much equal trades. Just the accuracy advantage now. Same with Jamara and Checha actually going to be missing the same time. Zubs is going to have the first unanswered miss. Well, actually, it is, man. It is answered by Jamara, but that's not going to matter too much. He already missed prior, so. See, 2 FCs on Rigia and Armani. There goes Rigia. There goes Checha.
That hurts I Need Top, though. They lost more from Rigia than Checha.
BTG has recovered their combo nicely, so it's not going to be an immediate shift over, but the next miss is going to determine it. There goes Jamara, and I think that's going to just be enough. Never mind, there goes every single FC on the side of Black Belt, and it's gone. It's gone, just like that.
The lead was creeping over very slowly, and now it's absolutely not creeping over. It is screaming one way. And Fiery, I think we have a tie game.
Yeah, off the back of Armani getting a pretty solid FC on this map. Very good performance from him on it. And that was just, I don't know what happened there, but Brazil just died.
I'm not the captain of Black Belt, but if I were, I would get Kirito back in some of these maps ASAP.
It is time to pick Double Time 2. I think is probably what they're thinking. Either that or Nomad 2. I think those are probably the 2 likely picks that we're going to see Black Belt go for. I really do not imagine Nomad 1 and Hidden 1 are going to be ones that Black Belt want to really try. This is their last pick, so they have to think pretty hard about what they want this pick to be, and I just think Nomad 2 and DT2 are probably the better ones.
Yeah. When matches go this far in, like, and you really start to run out of maps, at least me personally, I do wonder when the match is over, like, what if we had played that map that just went untouched? And I think that's something we absolutely have to consider. It's like, okay, if this pick doesn't work, what would have happened if we'd gone for this one instead? It's kind of brutal. It's like this nasty thing that the mind does, but it kind of can't stop it.
Yeah, very much so. Well, got a few minutes remaining. I believe actually 1 minute on the pick. We'll see what they decide to go for. And yep, there it is, DT2. With BTG joining the I Need Top roster, this might be a bit more of a toss-up compared to the Nomad 5, which was more or less just a straight-up stomp fest from Black Belt.
Yeah, I actually, out of all the maps that were left, I mean, this was the best pick, but there wasn't really a slam dunk for them. All the maps that are left are very competitive one way or the other. Which, this is exciting.
Kirito is now back in the lobby. alongside Zubs and Weak. I imagine we'll be seeing Charles in for the last slot. If we're going off the No Mod 5 rosters. Yep, there he is. Just need to wait for I Need Top to determine their last two players. We have Jamara Wispy in, Cut Paper, and I'm assuming it'll be BTG in as the last slot.
I know at least Dio would be surprised if it wasn't him. And it seems like it might not be.
Oh, Amani actually going to be coming in.
Putting Cut Paper in for this is an interesting choice. I'm sure he can keep up, but yeah, I'm with Dio on this one.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We are officially in crunch time of this match. Make or break time.
The more finger control oriented pick. Not as speedy as No Mod 5. Relatively the same BPM, just not nearly as stamina intensive. It focuses a lot more on just raw finger control. Seems like so far none of the players in the lobby are really having that many difficulties with it. Jamara, the lowest accuracy so far. I lied, Charles is lowest accuracy. But Ack advantage will still be in favor of black belts for a while.
Advantage is actually going back and forth a fair bit right now, especially through that doubles, like, swingy rhythm section. But as it gets more speedy, it starts to sway toward black belt, but this is a give and a take right now. First break is going to be catastrophic.
They're going to see the four-way FC that all players have at the break here, and they're just going to know they're in for something.
This is exactly why this pick was not a slam dunk for black belt. Like, they're obviously good at it, but it's on the more accessible side, as you mentioned. It's more of a shitmas map than a skill check. I mean, it obviously is still a skill check, but you understand what I'm saying. Oh, and 2 breaks from black belt!
That is not what you want to see as we approach the last third of the map. Still 2 FCs on the side of I Want Top.
Wow, this is huge for them.
Yeah, we're going to need to see breaks massively from I Need Top in order for this to change. Jamara does start things off, but Charles trades it. And we're going to need to see like 2 more breaks at the very least from I Need Top in order for the score lead to shift over at this point, and I just don't think it's likely. Zub's breaking is going to seal it.
Yeah,
Zub's breaking seals it.
Doesn't really have crazy note density either until this last little segment. Wow! I don't know how this map has gone through the rest of the weekend, but from what we have seen, this is not a pick that you want to rely on in crunch time.
Almost 4 million on this?
Yeah, we were questioning the inclusion of Cut Paper, but he delivered.
Like, almost 4 million on this map from this team. That is crazy to me. Like, that is genuinely absurd.
Yeah. What a ride of momentum. First 3 picks go to black belt, immediately answered back 4 points to I Need Top. I don't know what they I don't know what they've dug into, but they dug deep. And now they are on match point. With 3 maps that, I'm gonna be completely honest, I think they have a chance in all of these.
I think out of all of them, as we said, No Mod 2 probably the one that they want to stay away from the most. And the other 2, No Mod 1 and Hidden 1, I'd argue are kind of just RNG. Because, well, they are aim maps, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden One is definitely, I think, probably the likely pick from I Need Top here, though, just based off how they did on Fremont 2 Hidden. I just think that's probably the better pick.
I would be shocked. They could have, I mean, there is the strategy of, like, saving your best pick for match point. And if they do pick Hidden One right here, I would maybe venture to say that that was, like, part of their plan. Might be grasping at straws, but that is absolutely a thing that I have personally done in tournaments, and I know it's something that other people do as well. But now if they don't pick it, I'm gonna have egg on my face.
I mean, you know, it happens. I mean, they have about another minute left to decide their pick. No Mod 1 is going to be the final.
God! Why don't they want to listen to us, ever? This team is wild, man. They're just picking maps.
Well, they did win DT1 off their performance of Armani. Maybe he can replicate that on No Mod 1 here. Meanwhile, Black Belt just has some series of unfortunate misses. That'd be really unfortunate.
This was an OWC map, right?
Yes, this was OWC 2019.
Okay, well back. I remember seeing it a lot. 1 year or the other, so... Definitely a classic in terms of custom maps.
Yeah, we have seen this in a few tournaments over the past few years. Very solid No Mod 1 pick all around. A bit of a stream-oriented one that I'd argue you don't really see that often in No Mod 1 slots nowadays, but still definitely more than able to fill that general aim niche that No Mod 1 is trying to fill. Waiting on the final rosters here to get in. Seems like Zubs Defon's in for Black Belt at the very least. Wispy Revo in for I Need Top. Makes sense enough. Weak X Kirito in now for Black Belt. There is your strong roster for the aim maps that you want. Armani coming in, and I imagine we'll be seeing probably Jamara. Oh, nope, cut paper, I lied. After the DT2 performance, I suppose not too surprising, but this is entirely a different map.
I had my eye on Wispy's performance throughout this, like, just wondering if, like, him showing up to this match would be, like, the difference of it. But it has definitely been the Armani show as well. He has really helped to bring some of these points home. And they're counting on him maybe to do it again.
Oh, no struggles in the... Okay, I lied. Revo going to be slider breaking at the end of that stream section. So early break for I Need Top. Not going to matter too much. This map is 3 minutes and 30 seconds in drain time, so those early breaks not going to matter nearly as much as, say, breaks in the middle or the first fourth of the map.
Yeah, Semi, one of the best performers on this map in the last match, did the same thing. He missed at the end of that stream section and then combo to the end. It's just really hard to gauge how much early breaks matter as they happen. You just need to keep watching. Ooh, a miss from cut paper though.
Not looking too good as we approach near the end of the first chorus here. Zubs does trade it. We get into the next little stream section.
Oh, Revo tanking this section though. Those breaks weren't, like, He's not the worst person to break on the team, but that's definitely not helping his overall act.
If there was one person that could break him in cut paper, it would be the two that definitely are. That give them the most leeway, but you still don't really want them. You don't really want to see them break here. And goodbye. Okay, right off the bat, now it's just Armani versus X-Kirito. The only supporting combo is on cut paper, which is now gone. Goodbye.
I was just gonna mention how, like, those combos were not the worst to drop, because in moments like that, if you hold when everyone else breaks, then all of a sudden you're the one that matters the most. Unfortunately, cut paper could not hold long enough after that destruction in order to make too much of a difference out of it. This is still within 100k-ish or so, so it's certainly not over. But time is kinda not on the side of I Need Top right now. Tiebreaker looming.
And repeated misses from everyone else aside from Armani. Granted, Armani is the singular person that really needs to hold right now, but X-Kirito is doing a very good job of warding him off for now. Still a fourth of the map remaining, though. X-Kirito ends up dropping in this last chorus section. That could be an absolute disaster.
Yeah. The lead is very slightly increasing in the favor of Black Belt, and it will even more so with Wispy missing there. It's starting to get to the point where even if Kirito misses, it might be beyond the point of no return, because there is supporting combo for the rest of Black Belt, and not as much so for I Need Top.
Yeah, I don't think if Kirito misses, I don't think it's going to matter at this stage.
Not at this point.
So we will be seeing, I believe, the first tiebreaker of this stage.
This is the last match of the weekend, too, is it not?
Gotta end on a banger. Armani drops the FC. Armani drops the FC. X-Kirito gets it.
Wow, despite that shake was absolutely gnarly, and he held through it. Respect.
And now we're on to the tiebreaker. The first of the weekend.
You want to talk about classic maps. This is a true OWC classic. Everyone loves this tiebreaker. Ourselves included, I'm sure.
Actually, no, I hate this map.
Wah! Fiery.
Yeah, my bad.
Take it back!
But yeah, reset my refrain by Captain. Has been in several tournament map pools. Well-rounded tiebreaker overall. More than suitable for a match of this caliber.
We knew this match had the potential to go the distance, and we are not disappointed. Didn't go quite the way we thought it would, though. I anticipated that these teams would know their strengths, and it would be trading back and forth of just normal points, but this match was filled to the brim with break points. And a lot of picks and bans that we did not expect.
Keeping you on your toes, I suppose.
I am gambling.
Who do you think is going to win? Predict now with your channel points. We get the final rosters in here. Seems like it will be Regia, Armani, Jimara, and BTG in for I Need Top, and the roster Zubs, Kirito, Weak, and Charles in for Black Belt. I think that is going to be our final rosters. As we get into the only tiebreaker of this round of 32.
My head says black belt. My heart says I need top. Don't clip that. Don't clip that.
Congratulations on getting yourself into the Yosu Game subreddit. Jamara having an unfortunate circumstance and is unable to play the rest of the map. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be refreshing the client in to get him there. There we go. A lot more aim focus on this tiebreaker than you might expect. Also, a fairly long tiebreaker, all things considered. 6 minutes and 30 seconds on this one.
Almost 3,000 max combo, I believe. I think it's somewhere around 2,700.
These early misses from Regia Weak and Kirito not going to matter unless the combo just stays the exact same throughout this entire map, which I would be genuinely surprised if that actually happens. Like, I would... Call me shocked if we don't see another miss. But for now, it will be a slight advantage to I Need Top in the early stages of this map here. Armand also the only modded player taking hidden on this. Forgot to mention that, but...
Oh, I didn't even see.
Yeah. Doing all right for now. But we'll be giving I Need Top a bit of extra points.
Anyone who takes mods on Tiebreaker, it's their preference. For sure.
Begins with the little alt section of the map. Now less jump-oriented, more focused on your raw alt mechanics.
Ooh, I missed from BTG at that build-up. Oh, and from Armani!
As well. There goes Weak to trade out one of those, but it's massive combo advantage in favor of Black Belt now.
Should be of note that basically everyone is at 99 and above, except for Weak, who is just now getting above 98.
Okay, this is not looking too good. Regia as well, dropping the high combo. Only a Jamara now to speak of on the side of I Need Top. Meanwhile, on the side of Black Belt, you have Zubs, Charles, both on the Nomad FC, still ex-Kirito, not too far behind. We enter a little free combo section here. At least now, we'll get back into the high BPM jumps. We'll see if that trips up anyone on the side of Black Belt. So far, doesn't seem likely. Weak misses. Jamara misses, and that's the last person that you wanted to miss. Charles does trade it out, but that doesn't matter. Zubs is still holding the FC, and Kirito is not far behind. And they still have combo. No one else on I Need Top has combo.
I always hope for a close tiebreaker, but this is starting to get drastic. Black Belt really, even if they miss, like in this next build-up, they have created some distance.
200k score gap on tiebreaker is an absolute massive score gap, and
it's bigger than you think. Yeah,
it's gonna just keep on increasing now. Kirito and Zubs both need to miss soon in order for this to be doable for I Need Top. There is still a third of the map remaining.
Zubs on cracked accuracy, by the way. 2/100, I think that is.
There goes Rigia. Not the highest combo, granted, but still a combo nonetheless, and it's not answered by anyone on the side of Black Belt. And now approaching 300k point difference as we get into the final third of the map. And Zubs and Kirito just not missing. They just refuse to give any sort of leeway to I Need Top here for them to get back into this.
It's starting to get to the point where even if I Need Top had one additional FC, that on its own would not be enough. 350,000 score gap approximately.
Oh my god, Jamara.
Mental ward behavior! You're in a tiebreaker, Jamara! Get your head in the game!
This guy's unreal. Weakened BTG, swapping out breaks. At this point, I think it's actually just unrecoverable. Zub's finally going to be dropping the FC, but Kirito is still there to keep it up. Charles also drops. So Kirito now the only high combo. And if he does drop in the next few seconds, then this could be a bit interesting. There are combos on Armani and Jamara. But he's going to have to miss real soon in order for that to matter.
Yeah. And Kirito does hit that build-up.
Yeah, hitting that pattern is probably going to seal it. That's probably the hardest pattern in the map. And Jamara dropping the combo. Yep.
That is the dagger. Well, I Need Top really made a show out of this match. Down 3-0, get 4 straight points. But they needed that No-Mod 1. They needed to win before this tiebreaker. Because it's on this tiebreaker, if there is any, like, gap in experience, it really shows through on a map like this.
Kirito going to be dropping at the end. It doesn't matter, though. 900k with a follow-up score of almost 800k from Zubs is more than enough to secure quite the sizable lead on I Need Top. And Black Belt going to be securing their round of 16 winners bracket placement.
My points!
I Need Top still in the tournament. Will be dropping it down to the losers bracket now. Black Belt going on to face, I am very sorry for this, very cool in the winners bracket. So quite a matchup that they would have to face, I think.
Oh, that is the team made up of yourself, White Cat, Bubbleman, Zudi, Angel Kana, Taquito, Emrek, and Sawada. Ooh. I mean.
It's going to be a tough fight for them.